And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta as Humanity First. We're mostly letting time pass. We're building ships as basically quickly as we can build ships. Well, safely build ships without building them away from bodies we want to defend. So let's confirm assignments, let time pass. We can't necessarily be building like dreadnoughts or battleships everywhere. But we can definitely be pumping out the monitors pretty quickly, which is kind of what we're doing. So that's the Martian fleet repaired. We got another batch. Once we get those up to 10, I'll probably start trying to seal a bunch more Martian sites. So 5 more days. We'll get a bit more aggressive with taking Martian sites over to get more metal.
Lending my expertise.
We're getting ever more close to basically being at permanent war with the aliens. So we got our 10 Martian. So we got the 5 Marines, and we got the 10. Why would I want to have? I'm at my own hab. Also, I don't think you have any Marines, do you? I think it's giving me the assault command because I'm at a station with Marines. Okay. So, possible targets. Resistance is off the short list because, we're still friendly with them. Protectorate is probably the target. So, Tier 1 base, assault the base. Base acquired. Heavy fission pile. We can actually run Tier 2. So, we're gonna... Fusion. So we're gonna actually run fusion. We're gonna run a fusion here. We're gonna run a outpost mining complex here. And a BDA. And of course, all that's probably going to want to get upgraded as soon as we get to the next tier. I even have enough to run a construction module, which I suppose we'll do as well. The magical wonder is a fusion. And then we do a repair order with them, so we'll be ready to assault the next base. Assault. Next protectorate base. Go. Acquisition acquired. And we upgrade the core, and we do the fusion plant over the fission plant. Oh, that one was already fusion. Yeah, apparently they got to fusion before we did. Well, notably got. Or started deploying stuff to the fusion, at least. PDA, and then a construction module. Repair. Assault the next protector base. And of course, this is pissing the aliens off, so the aliens are going to come for us if we keep doing stuff like this. And fusion pile, core. The mine actually survived there. EDA and am I missing the construction module? It should be on here. There's the construction module. Psyops is done. We're going to actually order you to do a repair. And then, obviously we don't have network Psyops right away. I might want to do the extra radioactive generation. Yeah, let's start thinking about the extra radioactive generation. So we'll do subsurface radiation analysis. That's because one of the drives we can technically do is the Poseidon torch. We got a pretty decent reserve of radioactives, and it wouldn't be a terrible drive for system defense. Assault habs. We've run out of protector stuff to steal. The next list of things would probably be the Academy. So sort of work from most likes the aliens to least likes the aliens, and probably stop when we hit the resistance. We can let the resistance have alien or have Martian bases. So we got an 80% chance to take that resistant or that Academy base. So go ahead and do it.
Order is returning. Our people are in charge.
Mozambique's back under control. Well, partially under control.
We've moved the needle. Things are cooling off.
The people will come to our side.
Here we go. Took the base. We might as well go straight up to Tier 3. The Tier 2 mine is not working due to lack of power. The farm's not working due to lack of power. Nanofactory is not working. Solar collectors are definitely last generation, so we replace that with fusion. And we're not going to have any power right away. Well, and the LDA. How much power are we short? 40, 100. Okay, so we're about 120. We got 130 surplus. So I want to run anything else besides what we've queued up and have already built. I need more power. But then that begs the question: do I want anything else? I think for the moment the answer is no, because we don't know if we're necessarily going to be able to defend this long run. We're just trying to get basically the mine back online. If we can get the Tier 2 mine running, that's worth it in the short run. Oh, and you need to prepare. 2.8 hours. And then we salt a different hab. There's networked psyops. Here's the next base taken. So fusion reactor array over the top of the solar power plant. I think we're going to want 2 fusions. Nope, bit of fission. Fusion. So we're going to keep the operation center because I don't see the point in tearing it down. We're going to want a farm. We're going to want LDA. We're going to want a mine. Put a nanofactory in as well, and settlement mining complex. And we have enough power in theory when all that's built. So, power mine, fusion reactor, or double power, because we have twice as much stuff basically here. Farm, LDA, mine, and what survived the seizure, let's say. Repair. Acquisition, the next one. Lost the point in South Africa. We're going to be kind of fighting pretty hard here on Earth to try to keep these places, keep these ducks in a row. Okay, so the LDA, the nanofab survived. Heavy fission, we won't tear down if it's there, that's fine. So we want the mining complex back. Probably do want a farm. Might as well upgrade the core. Yeah, really, that's all we need there. It's not worth replacing the heavy fission right now. Later on, we might want to replace it with some sort of fusion, but we don't have heavy fission, for example. Salt the next location. Leon base captured by us. And heavy fission pile. We'll keep the fission pile for the moment. Upgrade the core. Tier 1 mine's fine. And then we do PDA construction. Yeah, that'll work within that power budget. Repair. Acquisition, next base. Which will be in the next cycle, apparently.
Standing by for
Okay, we're
orders.
gonna have you control the last missing control point
Putting our
there.
people in place.
We need to purge and crack down to get
Standing
you
by.
back.
Applying pressure on their people.
I'm here.
And then policy-wise, not enough there. Okay, so we're not off cooldown yet for any of the devices we can integrate.
Standing by.
We're gonna grab more espionage on you to keep you hidden. Grab more command on you. Your science. And I think I do want more command than persuasion. Either way, we're getting control points. It's whether I want the bonus to incite and rest or public campaign. Or not. Either way, we're getting more control points. It's whether or not I want the public campaign or the incite and rest combo rate. And confirm my science. Let time pass. Here's a bunch of aliens coming to Lower Earth 1. Potentially because they're pissed at us for doing the stuff against the Protectorate. Next base taken there. The mine's intact. Upgrade the place. We got 2 heavy fission, so I've got plenty of power. We got mission control. We got nanofab. So all I really want is probably LDA and farm. And that'll fit in our power budget, so we don't need to touch it more than that. And then you can do a repair. And we can assault the next location. The last of the Academy holdouts on Mars.
Lending my expertise.
And acquire it. So, upgrade the core, rebuild the mine. We're going to need more power. So, fusion array, fusion reactor array, farm, so mine, farm, LDA. Oh, that's arguably more than I need. I don't need to work too hard. We'll grab the nanofab anyway. Nanofab will make it a little bit easier to bounce back if people come in knocking. Okay. And okay. And now we're down to, if I want to keep taking spaces, it is Exodus. Of course, I am greedy. Didn't learn that from the last playthrough as the initiative. We're gonna keep taking halves. Okay. Prepare, let time pass. And then we take the next one. And repeat. Take it. Core. Mine. Fusion. PDA. Construction. Repair. Assault, next one. Go.
The control is vulnerable now. We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Next one taken. Everything was destroyed here. Start upgrading. So, fusion, farm, LDA, settlement mine, nano factory. All that fits within the power budget. In fact, all of that fits in the power budget without the fusion reactor. But fine. Repair. And then we assault the next tab. 2 more to go. Tab taken. Project Access at this point is getting a little grumpy. Because we're taking all their stuff. But they're just gonna have to deal. Outpost. EDA. Construction module. Upgrade the core. Repair. For the sake of a brighter tomorrow, we must stand against your extremism, they say. Well, good luck with that. Okay, they're bombarding. We have no need to tolerate that. We did manage to destroy something before we destroyed them. Back to base for refuel. There we go. There's the fusion reactor farm, which we're going to want. Place DNA repairs of that. And the base has been captured. Upgrade the core. Fusion reactor, farm, LDA. And nanofab. There we go. Close enough. Repair. And at this point, there's only resistance bases left, so we've taken what we're going to take on Mars. And we're kind of waiting for some of that stuff to come online, so we can sort of reap the benefits of the mining. But yeah, I think that's a successful reacquisition of Mars. Still a little way out, knowing if we really secure Mercury. And to be fair, Mars is still really undefended. If the aliens want to come along and give us a bad day, the aliens can probably do that.
We're taking over.
There's our point back in Mozambique. Alien fleet launches for low Mercury. Okay, we may end up getting a demonstration of our defensive capacity Mercury soon. Taking control of the first point in South Africa. Okay, back in control there. Okay, we're taking Mozambique back over, taking Chad back over. We need to fix the relationships that people have undone on us. And then we're waiting for 26 days. Okay. So I guess we should try to keep the unrest in these locations under control. Meantime,
We'll turn down the heat.
What's the op?
We'll turn down the heat.
Reporting in. We will restore peace to this nation.
let's confirm assignments. Let some time pass.
Lending my expertise.
Okay. Core is done. I could technically just go straight for the upgrade. And I think it's probably worth going straight for the upgrade. We'll do the upgrade. We'll upgrade the mine and the nanofab as soon as possible. Tier 2 I think is worth going for. Oh, wait. Last place. Give me the farm as well. Same sort of logic here. Boom, boom, boom. I'm actually going to question whether we go up to tier 3, just maybe don't reflectively do that everywhere. Until we think the Martian fleet's ready. Fusion platform kit, we'll probably
Order
want
is
that.
returning. Violence is abating.
We've moved the needle.
Order is returning.
The people will come to our side.
War on Australia. I think we're gonna say no. Yeah, I don't think we need to help that war. We're gonna say no. Okay, next core is upgraded. So I didn't request the fusion ray. Okay, so we're just gonna do that at this point. LDA farm. That turns the mine off, which is a little bit of a shame, but we're gonna upgrade the mine as well. There we go. Lost the point in African Union, we'll take that back. Oh, the core hasn't upgraded because that was just a repair. Okay. New core at the base. And there is an argument here, and I think we have the power for it, so we'll do it. Upgrade that LDA to a battle station. Yeah, we'll upgrade that, and we'll screw up the nanofab. We've got enough power for it. Okay, I don't quite have enough power for it, so we're gonna do a fusion reactor. I got a tier 2. Okay, we'll put 2 of those in. I'll cover the power until we can get upgrades. Okay. And then, different one, we finished the mine. I should upgrade the mine. That's the mine upgraded. Oh, there's a mine built. Tier 1 mine built at a place where we just got... Or we've already started doing upgrades. So we set the mine for an upgrade. And then we've got the construction module here. So, Miska base. Miska base is Pestilence Point over Pandora. So you can get your space dock platform being built. There we go. And then at 201, go to the spot. Be there in less than an hour. Then you don't need to be there for 60 days, so just take your sweet time going 1 hour. then I need to take this point back.
Ready
So
for
you
orders.
back down
Going after their people.
and purge.
Ready to go. We're taking power.
Confirm assignments. Let time pass. 201 has complete transfer. Okay. We were expecting to drive an hour, so that's not surprising. Okay. Mine core has upgraded, so I can do mine, power, LDA, farm, all easily done. Cool. New colony core. And I could take the mine itself to tier 3 here, but we'll hold off for a moment. I don't have a farm here. Well, that's because the farm isn't built. That's what's going on. The farm hasn't been built yet. I think we're gonna leave that as is, at least until the LDA is up. Okay. Fusion, LDA, farm. Good enough there. Here is more monitors, I think, launching at Earth. I think we'll do one more batch of these. In the meantime, oh, well, this is we're gonna do one more batch. So that's another 7 of these under construction. After the third batch here is done, we're expecting the alien arrival. So the question is, are we ready at that point to inform them that they have screwed up?
Lending my expertise.
Okay, here I would like to do you, and then I need to make enough power to power the place, obviously. Okay, that'll power it all. Here come the low Earth orbit. Okay, there's another settlement core done on Mars. And again, we respond with fusion, LDA, and farm. I didn't need to upgrade the core, but I did anyway. Too late.
Violence is abating.
They've arrived at low Earth orbit. They're coming for Cyrus the Great, so they're coming straight for the fleet.
We have neutralized their
Maybe we won't be able to
people.
keep our fleet for the arrival of the assault carrier. I wonder how the auto resolve will handle this. We've got enough missiles. Yeah, the auto resolve just as we went. Okay. I'll take that.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Fleet repairs at Cyrus the Great Station is ready for orders. Good to hear. Why am I like one ship short? Because I didn't vector one of them over to the right place. Okay. Go. So many crackdowns. We're trying. Africa is a little hard to defend, given the fact that we're like focusing everything on Africa, and we can just ignore the fact that we got
Things
like
fall
Europe,
apart.
Eurasian Union.
The center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. The blood-dimmed tide is loosed. Yeah. We really don't need Yeats' defeatism right now. Commander Fiona Ayawade, private correspondence.
There we go. So that allows us to research the text for breaking up China and India. That combined with freedom fighters puts us in a potentially good place for trying to break those up if they flip alien, for example. Okay, I think we're going to do administrative algorithms here. Give us Energy Institute, whoever, re-establish good control over Earth where we want to expand science again. Foundry is probably never going to get used, but that's the Tier 3 Skunk Works. So it's two Tier 3 labs and the Foundry here, in particular.
Our associates are now in charge.
New core at Mars. Oh, but I didn't really care about the Tier 3 core anyway, so that's fine. The only thing we'd really want to finish upgrading would be the PDA to Battle Station. Give it a better defending chance. Which means I need more power. So another fusion reactor array. Probably upgrade the farm as well. So we got 50k there. Not quite up to 12, or we're going to turn it down really hard, focus on funding. We have the money to help other places. Trying to raise CTP there. Have you come off cooldown yet? Oh, that's not even a cooldown. That's I need to get either Oman to be not democratic, or I need to get the Gulf states to be democratic. Yeah, right now we're focusing on trying to improve the GDP here, so that when we make it more democratic, we're not like pulling our hair out due to being unstable.
At your service.
Again, this is probably going to piss the aliens off, but I think it's time to delete that alien structure in Chad.
We're going in.
Ready to go.
And then we'll do defend interest in African Union.
Making things safe for our people.
Anyway, we got crackdown points here. There's not much we can do other than take them back as soon as they smush them.
Standing by. We'll restore peace to this nation.
Standing by for orders.
Your orders?
At your service.
Acknowledged.
Where do you need me?
Standing by.
There's
for
another
orders.
mining org. 6% space mining resources is probably actually worth it. Let's pop over to you. We get rid of one of these rocketry ones. And take the mining mill. Augment. You can go up to 25. We'll take that 25th point. And then it's investigator science or security. Might work a little bit on security. And we can think about taking up Untouchable later. And then you want command, because we're going to be more prone to taking out alien bases in the future. And that's a heavy command application. Silence, let time pass. Okay, and then you're tier 1. We probably want you to be tier 2, so start that upgrade.
Lending my expertise.
Securing our interests.
That's upgraded. That's tier 3. Do you want to take that up to battle station? If I do, I'm going to have to build more fusion. I think we'll accept this one as at this tier for the moment. That one's tier 3. We're not going to fuss with anything there. And we started upgrading that core. So we stick the tier 2 one there. Well, or upgrade the power plants there, so it's offline until the power plants build. So if we upgrade it, then I got the time to catch up. I got it. Megafauna wandering around in Africa, so I'm gonna borrow the armies again. Thought I sent them home, but apparently they didn't go home. So instead we're gonna send them over there. That's 4 of them. Where did one of the African ones, or one of the Russian ones didn't go home? One that went to Moscow, okay. I guess I only sent one home by accident when I meant to send them all. Victor 821 has arrived at low Mercury orbit. It's coming for Olympus base. It will probably win the bombardment against Olympus base. Do I sally with the Lancers and risk going 5v... how many? 5v7. I feel like our odds are actually decent here for 5v7. I'm going to take a quick save in case I'm wrong here. Save a little bit of fuel. Yeah, we'll save a little bit of fuel. That way we can limp home if something if they win the battle. We're gonna engage, start the battle. Short wall, coming fast. Okay, we got 5 frigates. I think we're going to task one of the Lancers each to fire at a frigate. Lock nose. Let time pass slowly. So in theory, we've got an engagement range of 1,000 kilometers. And if this works the way I think it does, this will have a very terrible effect upon those poor frigates real fast. And then we'll redirect and focus the fire on the 2 Titans. And apparently the missile bay is on fire. That was not intended. Okay, looks like one of them is already showing signs that it's lost some critical systems. The next volley hit. And then we'll swap to focusing the Lancers. or forcing the Titans. Okay, some of the missiles got through. Missiles weren't really meant to be launched that soon. Thought I'd put them on setup so I had to order them to fire, but apparently I screwed that up. Now that just shows you how effective the Lancers can be. Went from a ship that didn't look damaged to being very dead. Actually, focus the Titan. Okay, obviously I haven't done enough damage to the Titan, because the Titan's still firing. Although, it's definitely being overwhelmed by our PD. A little bit of plasma. We are not suffering much damage in return. I think this is working. We've done enough system damage so that Titan's not opening fire with this massive amount of kinetics, so that's a step in the right direction. The plan, of course, was to bring their weapons offline and then dump the missiles, but apparently these are not, that was not the right setting. Yeah, they were supposed to be on fire salvo setting, not missile attack setting, but too late. Oh, the alien fleet wants to disengage. Not sure if we really want them to disengage yet. One of our ships apparently had to do some evasive maneuvers to avoid collision. Yeah, I think we might technically be at the point where I could hit the auto-resolve and my fleet would actually win the battle. Yeah, does a lot of damage to the internals, which doesn't seem like that does much very often, but do them. But it does bring their systems offline really, really quickly if you leave enough of pounding on them. I probably should have actually hit the auto resolve sooner. We'll sit at this point. Oh, I probably should reserve some of our fuel. Can I get back to the station? Yeah. 7 hours out. 7 hours out. Refuel, repair. Go jump them again. I think that's fine. Okay, so you're fine. You're at the platform corner. We're still waiting on the dock there, I think. Yeah. Okay, jump victory 2-1. I don't think they're going anywhere, so we can just take our sweet time coming down. Yeah, they're tempting to run, and they can't. Oh dear. Yeah, at that point I'm just going to hit the auto-resolve, which claims the victory for us. .3 exotics. And then we go back to port.
Things are stabilizing.
The people will come to our side.
Here comes a bigger fleet to Mercury.
We're winning.
We
the
may be
hearts
finding
and
out the
minds.
hard way that these are either going to work or not going to work. Oh, another one over there.
Target secure.
Group supported by Humanity First has taken that base down. Can use 3 exotics. LDA down on Mars. Okay. Leads administrative algorithm. Okay. If they do, they do. We're almost locked in on ultra capacitors here, where they can't stop us. Pretty close to that on ultraviolet. It's good to see. Admin found once more in Nepal. Victor 793 completes orbit or transfer to low Mars, and have begun bombarding a Martian base. That is 12 ships, and I don't think the poor Martian fleet's going to be able to stop that with their 10. So, watch Mars burn. There goes one of the bases basically destroyed. Battle station was destroyed. Oof. Yeah, I don't think that one's surviving at that point. go into the next base. I'm building more at Mars, right? How close is that to completion? I am not building more at Mars. We're hoping that sort of the Martian defensive batteries can do some damage to these, because I think 10v10 we might win. 10v12 I don't think we're winning. There, and resupply. Here goes another one. And they're bombarding a location. I think we're due for another part break. So if you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. The aliens have come for us at Mars. Although if they're just blowing up the bases, I didn't overly invest in the bases because we knew we weren't able to necessarily defend them. So that's not necessarily an immediate concern. Other than we're losing them, right? Up here we got dreadnoughts arriving at Mercury in 32 days to add to that fleet. We'll probably be very tempted to go... Well, I don't have the metal to go for the batch. I might do a batch of monitors to go with them. And try that mix. Monitors, dreadnoughts, and the Lancers, of course. And yeah, we think we've got proper control of Mercury, then we're going to be hoping to get more mining going on Mercury. And, well, Mars as well, but we'll see how Mars goes. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. This is going to be one of the mid-stream tea breaks. This is going to be a longer stream, so we're probably going to have 2 tea breaks, but this is going to be the beginning of the first one. So until the next bit, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and/or stream, and bye for now.